In a giant factory filled with towering machines and endless conveyor belts, robots worked day and night, assembling powerful machines. Among them was a tiny robot named Robo. Robo was much smaller than the others, with a shiny silver body, glowing blue eyes, and tiny wheels instead of legs. While the big robots had important jobs lifting, welding, and assembling, Robo had no task. But it dreamed of being useful. One morning, Robo rolled to the packing section, where tall robots stacked heavy boxes. "I can help," Robo thought. It reached for a box, but it was too heavy. Robo wobbled, lost its grip, and crash! The box fell, spilling tiny machine parts everywhere. The bigger robots paused, blinking their red lights. A worker sighed, shaking his head. "Robo, this isn't your job." Feeling embarrassed, Robo moved to the lifting robots, hoping to help. It tried pushing a metal crate, but it didn't budge. Robo pushed harder as wheels slipped, and it toppled over. The other robots continued their work. No one noticed. Determined, Robo went to the welding section, where sparks flew as robots fused metal pieces together. It picked up a small welding tool, but as soon as it pressed the button, a bright spark shot out. Startled, Robo dropped the tool, sending tiny sparks flying. A worker rushed over. "Robo, welding is dangerous." Robo dimmed its lights, feeling useless. Everywhere it went, it only caused problems. Maybe it was too small to matter. The next morning, the factory buzzed with work until, suddenly, beep, beep. A red emergency alarm flashed across the screens. The machines froze. The conveyor belts stopped. The assembly robots halted. Workers ran to the control room. "What happened?" "There's a power failure in the main system. The robots can't function." "Can we fix it?" "The issue is deep inside the wiring. It's too small for us to reach." Then someone had an idea. "What about Robo?" Robo blinked in surprise. "You need me?" A worker nodded. "You're small enough to fit inside the control panel." Robo rolled forward, feeling excited. This was its chance. A worker opened a metal hatch, revealing a dark, tangled maze of wires and blinking lights. "Find the loose connection and fix it." Robo took a deep breath and rolled inside. The space was tight. Thick black cables hung from the ceiling, and tiny red lights flickered in warning. Robo scanned the area. Then it saw it. A thick cable dangled loose, sparking slightly. A red warning light blinked dangerously fast beside it. "This must be it," Robo whispered. It grabbed the cable. It was heavier than expected. Robo pulled with all its strength. The sparks flickered brighter. The warning light blinked faster. But Robo didn't give up. It pressed its wheels to the ground, gripped the cable tightly, and pushed it into the socket. For a moment, nothing. Then, beep! The red warning light turned off. The emergency alarm stopped. Suddenly, the factory roared back to life. The conveyor belts moved again. The welding robots sparked to life. The lifting machines resumed their work. Robo rolled out of the hatch, covered in dust but glowing with pride. The little hero. The workers cheered. "You did it, Robo." The big robots blinked their lights in approval. The factory manager smiled. "You may be small, but today, you were the most important machine in this factory." Robo's eyes glowed brighter than ever. For the first time, it felt truly useful. From that day on, Robo became the factory's repair assistant, fixing small problems that no one else could reach. The big machines no longer ignored Robo. Instead, they moved aside when Robo passed, respecting its new role. Robo wasn't the strongest, it wasn't the biggest, but it had a purpose, and that made it the happiest little robot in the world.